Happy Thursday. I, once again, am so sorry that it has taken me so long to get a video up for you guys. Life has been real crazy the last couple weeks. We've had a snowstorm. I've still been like recovering-ish from COVID. Now I'm in the middle of the frame, but I feel like my camera is tilted. There we go. Okay. Whew. So yeah, we're still recovering from COVID. Had to go with my bridesmaids, like I said, to pick up their dresses. Had to go with my fiance to like pick out textiles for him and the guys. It's been a crazy couple weeks here, and like I said in my last video, I really don't like filming if anyone's home. And with us having a snowstorm, he did not work Friday or Saturday, and he never works Sunday. So it's been like real interesting, and I was gonna film last night, and I chickened out because he was home. So he's at work tonight, so I figured I would film. I do have to do my update for like my final update and my thoughts for dry January, as well as my February challenge and what I've done for my weekly Bravery challenges. And if I'm out of focus, I'm sorry. I'm filming with my front camera this time because last time I filmed with my rear camera and it was out of focus the whole time. I don't have my glasses on and I don't have contacts in, so I cannot tell if I'm in focus or not. I typically, when I wear contacts, I take them out as soon as I get home and put my glasses back on because my eyes are super tired from like staring at a computer screen all day. But I just wore my contacts today to work, which nobody cares about. Anyways, so dry January is done. I think in total I managed 29 out of 31 days completely dry. So I had 2 days that I did drink. The one day that I told you about, and then there was another day. I went out to lunch with or like a late lunch, early dinner with my mom and my grandmother. We were getting stuff for my wedding. And we went to a really nice restaurant. It's actually the restaurant where my fiance works at. His best friend, who is the best man in our wedding, is the head chef there. And we ate there for my fiance's birthday in November, and it's really good. The food's really good. The drinks are also so good. So I tried to pick the best alcoholic drink, I guess. So like it had the least amount of alcohol. I got like a wine spritzer, so it was like wine and like sparkling water and juice. So there wasn't that much wine, it was mostly sparkling water and juice. But it was still really good. I did feel a little guilty, but I think 29 out of 31 days isn't that bad when you are used to having a minimum of one drink a night. And on the weekends, and like if I go out to dinner, I'm typically having 2 or 3 drinks. So I think having one drink instead of having 2 or 3 in a night is pretty good. So how did dry January go? So dry January for the most part actually went pretty well. Most of my friends and my family were very supportive. They all got why I was doing it. You know, no one judged me, no one like pushed me to drink, no one was like, oh, you're not drinking, like, why not, like, you're such a killjoy, you're such a fun sucker, like, nobody really did that, which I didn't think anyone in, like, my friends or family or, like, circle would. But it was nice having a family that was so supportive because I know a lot of people, like, when they do dry January or they try to get sober, they lose a lot of friendships, and sometimes they lose relationships with family members because they just don't get it. They don't understand why they're doing it. They think it's silly. You know, they're like, well, I don't have a problem, so like you shouldn't have a problem, like, you know, that type of thing. Like, it's not a big deal for me, why is it a big deal for you? And everyone's different, so different things are big deals to different people. But luckily I didn't really have any family or friends that were like super weird. The first day of dry January, like the first week, we were over at Brandon's grandparents' house, my fiance. We were at his grandparents' house, and his grandmother asked me if I wanted a glass of wine, and before I could even say no, Brandon was like, no thanks, Gram, Jess is all set. She's actually, you know, trying to do dry January. And his grandmother was like, oh, what's that? And so I explained it to her, and she's like, good for you. She's like, I'm really proud of you. She's like, that's a really, you know, tough decision you had to try to make. You're gonna, you know, try to not drink for a whole month. So it's gone pretty good. I have noticed I have lost weight. My face is definitely less puffy. I'm not getting as many headaches or migraines has been the one really, really nice thing. It's really kind of helping me figure out like what my migraine triggers are. So I did have a couple sips of a wine cooler one day. I don't count that as like a full on like having a drink, because then I had a couple of sips. It was my oldest cousin, a party for my oldest cousin's daughter. She's officially a woman now, guys. So we had a party, and so we had red drinks, and so the adults all had wine coolers, and they were red, of course. And I took a couple of sips, and then that's like all I had, obviously, for alcohol. I took like a few sips of it and just like set the drink down, and someone else finished it, I think. But the next morning I got up and I was like, why does my head hurt so bad? Like, why do I have such a headache? So I have figured out one of my migraine triggers apparently is red dye 40, which it's kind of nice to know what one of my migraine triggers is. Like, in addition to alcohol being a migraine trigger of mine, red dye 40 is another one. So if I'm drinking alcohol and it has red dye 40 in it, I'm pretty much guaranteed to have a migraine and most likely a hangover from the migraine. So that's kind of nice to be able to know. But my skin has also gotten a lot better, probably because I wasn't drinking alcohol, so I was pretty much just drinking water all the time. Like, we'd go out to a restaurant, I'd get water. At work, I'm drinking water. I'm obviously not drinking at work. But, you know, I'm at work, I'm drinking water. At home, watching TV, I'm drinking water, or maybe a ginger ale or something. But I was primarily drinking water. Like, my water intake got upped so much in January, it's kind of amazing. I went from drinking almost no water to drinking close to, like, 120 ounces of water a day in a month. And obviously, I kind of, like, did that slowly. The first couple weeks, I was peeing every 2 seconds, and that's kind of waned out now. I definitely think I'm going to keep on the trend of trying to abstain from alcohol as much as possible. Maybe not having a drink every night, saving it more for the weekends or when it is a special occasion. Because I definitely do like how it's making me feel. I have more energy in the morning, I'm more lively, I'm less foggy, I'm more awake. I feel like my moods are better and more stable, which is very good for me. I do have anxiety and depression, so my moods go up and down really easily, and especially with the stress of planning a wedding, it's been even worse. God bless my fiance for dealing with me. Like, someone give that man a medal, because I've been not an easy person to live with. Oh, she has a bone. Okay. My dog is back there. I was trying to figure out what she was chewing. She's chewing a bone. I can't see, so I'm hoping I'm in focus, and I am. Okay. So, my Bravery challenge for the month of February, I actually kind of started the process in January. So my Bravery challenge for the month of February is going to be, drum roll please, I'm going to be taking ice skating lessons for the month of February. So I used to ice skate a really long time ago, from the time I was like 5 years old until I was 11 or 12 years old, I think. I skated for quite a few years. I saw Tara Lipinski at the Nagano Olympics, and Michelle Kwan, but mainly Tara Lipinski. I saw her, I looked at my grandmother, and I was like, Mimi, I want to be just like her when I grow up. And like 2 weeks later, I was signed up for ice skating lessons. It was very exciting. The rink around where I am, I was in their very first ever performance of the Nutcracker on ice that they did. I was a party guest. But so I did ice skating for a very long time, and then I got to the point where I either had to choose if I wanted to keep it being a hobby or if I wanted to take it more professional. And the coach I was with at the time, I had kind of maxed out what she could teach me, unless I wanted to keep it as a hobby. And I was thinking I wanted to take it more professional, so I got a new coach, and she was very, very good, but she was very strict. She was Russian. She was a professional skater herself. She has been in Disney on Ice and tons of other things. And so there was a lot of like learning curves, and like I was miserable. I wasn't having fun. I was crying on the ice. And my mother was like, she's like, I'm not going to pay for you to do something that you're not enjoying, 1. 2, I'm not going to be one of those parents who is screaming at you to get out on the ice and skate. And I also thought that I maybe wanted to try cheerleading. So my mom and my dad sat me down. They're like, you can't do both. You need to pick one or the other. And I picked cheerleading. Obviously, now being almost 30 years old, I look back at that time and I really wish I would have toughed it out. I wish that I would have been forced to stick it out for at least a couple more months, because I do think that things would have gotten better. So I am signed up for ice skating lessons. Actually, my Bravery challenge for next week. It was supposed to be my Bravery challenge for this week, but we got 2 feet of snow Friday night into Saturday into Sunday. So we were digging out for most of the day on Sunday, and my road was not plowed very well, and it would have been like a 40-minute drive without snow to the ice skating rink. So I was supposed to go last week for an assessment for lessons. So I'm doing that this Sunday, so that's going to be next week's Bravery challenge. So this week for my Bravery challenge, I still don't really have anything that I'm doing. Actually, yes, I do. So I bought myself a bathing suit. I bought myself a bikini at that. I have not put on a bikini in almost 10 years, I think, at this point. It has been like 10 years since I've worn a bikini. And so I get married in May. We're going to Aruba on our honeymoon. Obviously, I want to be comfortable and confident in my body, but like, I'm going to be on a tropical beach. I want to wear a bikini. So I bought a bikini, the bottoms a size smaller than I am now. Actually, like probably like 2 sizes smaller than I am now. A size smaller would still fit me pretty comfortably, so this is like the next size down. So I bought those, and I bought the top too. The top I picked my true to size because I am large chested, and I don't want to have to risk anything popping out. So my Bravery challenge this week is the fact that I bought the bikini. I'm going to put it on and take a photo of myself in it. So, and put it as the background on my phone, so everyone can see it if they look at my phone. But also, it's a reminder for me of like what my goal is. Oh, there is a little kitty. There's a little Juju. You want to be on camera, bud? This is my Juju monster. This is one of my kitties. Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. No? Okay. That's one of my cats. That's Juju. Okay. So I bought myself a bikini, I guess, for this week's Bravery challenge. And I'm going to put that on and take a photo. I might post some photos to Instagram too, so that will really be a Bravery challenge for me. Like, not edited. Like, I'm going to put a filter on them. I have like a preset filter for all of my posts that I use to make things look more like uniform and consistent. But like, I don't edit or Photoshop or like Facetune my photos at all. Like, what you see is what you get. So that is my Bravery challenge for the week. So next week's mini Bravery challenge is doing the assessment for the ice skating, because even the act of stepping on the ice for the first time in a very long time is terrifying to me. And I'm pretty sure the person who's going to be doing my assessment is someone that I used to ice skate with. I'm pretty positive. So that's going to be even more terrifying. But yeah, I think that's it. Again, I will always ask the same thing. What are you guys doing for your Bravery challenges for the week, for the month? Have you done anything? I would love to hear what you are doing, and hear how your January went and what you're planning to do for February. I really hope that you guys liked this video and that you're finding my content helpful and informative, and inspiring most of all. So if you are, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share this video with a friend, bring them along for the journey with you, and I cannot wait for us all to continue getting brave together. Bye guys. Mwah.